Welcome to NIACC Rewind. I'm Chris Frenz, and this is our first NIACC Rewind of the season here for 2015-16. We have our athletic director, Dan Mason, joining us here. And before we jump into this year, Dan, boy, we had a lot of success to build off of from last year.
We do have a lot of momentum going into the new year, and just like to take a moment to kind of highlight some of the things that really jump out at you. And, you know, it's easy for me to say all the time, boy, we got a great group of young people and they're doing great things, but first and foremost, we had a great year academically. We had 84 of our student athletes were recognized with academic all-region certificates, which is just tremendous. And as you know, Chris, as you're around them day to day, we have a lot of young people with high-level goals in the classroom and with their careers, and you know, they did a great job with it. And our softball team was also recognized as one of the top academic softball teams in the entire country. So kudos to all those young people and to those teams. And then certainly when you look at the competition, like every year, we have a lot of big highlights. And I think that at the top of the list had to be, you know, the national athletic directors, their organization, they award the NIACC Cup every year, and they rank teams, all the teams in all the community colleges. And the NIACC Trojans were 13th in the country last year. So there's hundreds of community colleges, and for us in the field of play, avenue of competition, to be 13th is quite an achievement. And along those lines, we had some individual teams do great things. You know, our wrestling team finished 3rd in the country last year. Our baseball team went to the World Series again for the 2nd time. Just a lot of tremendous things going on in the athletic arena.
And you mentioned too, obviously those are team. A lot of individuals, without getting too specific, a lot of individuals had some success too.
Yeah, countless numbers of all region performers, all district and all American, and you know, it's really a reward for all the hard work that they do put in.
All right, we're going to take a look at what's coming up in 2015 right after this. 2015-2016 is getting underway here because the kids are back on the campus here, Dan, and of course we got volleyball going on, you got soccer going on, you have cross country going on. I mean, plus there's some other people that are starting to kind of filter in as well. Had some guys hitting some baseballs out in the nets here too, and I tell you what, it's a fun time of year. Looking forward to what possibly could happen here in 2015, especially based off of last year's results then too.
Well, Chris, it is fun when all of a sudden things start to happen on the campus again, and we have a lot of different times of year and seasons, and we got through our summer camps, which were very successful again this year, and then all of a sudden, boom, here's the fall sport athletes, and it's a fun time of year for me because I get to watch a little bit as they start to prepare and what goes on behind the scenes, and volleyball, cross country, soccer, they all start their seasons here in short order. And they really do set the tone. When I met with those student athletes, I said, you know, we've had a great year last year. We want to build on that, carry the momentum forward, and we really want our fall sports to get us off to a good start. And I think it's going to be another big year for NIACC athletics.
One thing I've noticed too is all of the athletes, there's becoming more and more of a family atmosphere, I think, here. I mean, the volleyball people hang out with the basketball people, basketball hang out with cross country hangs out with golf. I mean, that family atmosphere just continues to grow and grow, I think, all the time.
I think that starts with our leadership and our coaches from the standpoint of, you know, they really do support each other, and I think that over the last several years we've really seen, you know, a real good support. Whether if you show up at a volleyball game, you'll see all the sport teams there in the fall watching them, and on and on and on. So I think, as you know, everybody gets busy right when school starts. So I look forward to the end of August when all the students are on campus, and between then and when the snow flies, it'll be really busy on all of our athletic fields and here in the recreation center.
Absolutely, and obviously when this Rewind is playing, some of these people get into action this weekend already. In fact, pretty much everybody does, don't they?
Yeah, we have the volleyball team is competing up at St. Cloud Tech, and the soccer team competes up at Century in the cities, and it's time trials for the cross country team. So everybody's rolling, and we'll have results next week.
All right, sounds good. Anything else you'd like to add?
Go Trojans.
All right, that is the NIACC Rewind. I'm Chris Frenz.